Get ready for spine-tingling dread as we dive into 10 creepy true horror stories. In the dark corners of our world, truth is often more terrifying than fiction. Subscribe now and join us on a journey through the unknown. Story 1: Whispers in the Walls. In the moonlit stillness of Harrison House, a dwelling cloaked in shadows and drenched in the history of yesteryears, a peculiar silence reigned. Amelia, an inquisitive historian, ventured into its derelict chambers, her eyes aglow with the thrill of unraveling the past. As she sifted through dusty manuscripts and faded portraits, a subtle unease settled in her chest. The silence was abruptly shattered by a whisper, a faint murmur of sorrow echoing from the walls. Ignoring it as a mere trick of the imagination, Amelia delved deeper, consumed by the allure of forgotten tales. The whispers persisted, their haunting cadence drawing her toward a long-forgotten attic. The air thickened with trepidation as she ascended the creaking stairs. At the room's threshold, shadows seemed to converge into spectral forms, murmuring tales of tragedy and betrayal. Amelia, undeterred by the supernatural spectacle, reached for an ancient diary. As her fingers grazed its pages, the whispers crescendoed into anguished cries. Unbeknownst to her, the echoes of the past had manifested into ethereal entities, clawing at the fringes of reality. In a climactic moment, the diary revealed a chilling truth: Amelia was a descendant of the very souls who once called Harrison House home. The anguished spirits sought redemption through her acknowledgement of their plight. The walls trembled as she comprehended her unwitting role in their spectral saga, and the whispers subsided, leaving the air heavy with the weight of revelation. Amelia, the fearless historian, stood in the attic of Harrison House, the air thick with the palpable weight of the past. The ethereal whispers now swirled around her, morphing into distinct voices that told tales of love lost, familial betrayals, and the tragic fate that befell the mansion's former inhabitants. The attic, a sepulchre of forgotten memories, revealed a hidden chamber obscured by time's relentless grasp. Intricately carved symbols adorned the walls, pulsating with an otherworldly energy. As Amelia deciphered the cryptic messages, the spectral entities intensified their plea for redemption. Drawn toward an ancient, ornate mirror tucked in a corner, Amelia glimpsed her own reflection shifting to that of a tormented soul from the past. The mirror became a portal to a bygone era, projecting scenes of joy and sorrow that played like a melancholic symphony. In the climax of her spectral revelation, a ghostly figure materialized before Amelia, a phantom ancestor trapped in the tapestry of time. Eyes filled with sorrow met hers, imploring acknowledgement and release. The truth resonated in her soul, and a chilling realization struck her: she was the key to breaking the shackles that bound the spirits to Harrison House. In an act of courage, Amelia spoke the words etched in the attic walls, releasing the tormented souls from their spectral prison. As the last echo of anguish dissipated, Harrison House sighed in relief, its walls no longer haunted by the ghosts of its past. Amelia descended from the attic, the weight of ancestral burdens lifted from her shoulders. The mansion, now bathed in an otherworldly serenity, seemed to exhale its gratitude. The whispers, once haunting, had transformed into gentle echoes of gratitude, a melody of liberation that lingered in the air. Harrison House, once a haven of despair, stood as a testament to the power of acknowledging the echoes of the past and granting solace to the lingering spirits that had found their release through the courage of a determined historian. Story 2: The Spectral Symphony. The grand ballroom of Harrison House, adorned in faded opulence, held secrets darker than the shadows it concealed. Eleanor, an acclaimed pianist drawn to the allure of the antique grand piano, found herself ensnared in a macabre melody that transcended the boundaries of time. As her fingers caressed the ivory keys, a spectral symphony emerged, reverberating through the desolate mansion. The ghostly notes wove a tale of forbidden love, betrayal, and a tragic demise that left the audience of phantoms weeping in the ethereal darkness. Eleanor, gripped by an otherworldly compulsion, played on, becoming an unwitting conductor of the haunted orchestra. The crescendo reached its zenith when the apparitions materialized, swirling in a spectral waltz. Yet, Amidst the haunting beauty, a figure clad in a tattered gown beckoned Eleanor to the dance. In a heart-stopping revelation, the spectral figure unveiled her face, a mirror image of Eleanor herself. The pianist, now entwined in a dance with her own ghostly doppelganger, realized she was a reincarnation of a cursed lover, destined to relive the tragic tale for eternity. As the last haunting note faded, the ballroom plunged into silence, leaving Eleanor alone with the ghost of her past. The realization that she was a mere echo in the symphony of Harrison House left her trembling, the chill of the spectral waltz lingering in the air. Eleanor, the pianist ensnared in the haunting melody of Harrison House, found herself caught in a timeless dance with the spirits that once graced its grand ballroom. The ghostly figures swirled around her in a macabre waltz, their ethereal forms whispering tales of love and tragedy that transcended the boundaries of the living and the dead. As the spectral symphony reached its zenith, Eleanor's gaze met that of her doppelganger, a ghostly reflection of herself from a bygone era. The realization of her intertwined fate with the cursed lover sent shivers down her spine, yet she continued to play, guided by an otherworldly force that seemed to pull the notes from her very soul. In the ethereal dance, Eleanor felt the weight of the tragic history etched into the ballroom's walls. The ghostly figures, trapped in a perpetual yearning for redemption, pleaded through their movements for release from the spectral cycle. Each note Eleanor played became a plea for mercy, a desperate cry for the salvation that eluded them for centuries. In the climax of the spectral waltz, Eleanor, guided by an unspoken understanding with her ghostly counterpart, infused the music with a poignant sorrow. The grand piano, an instrument of both beauty and torment, responded to her plea, and the room was filled with a blinding light. As the last haunting note echoed through the ballroom, the spectral figures vanished, leaving Eleanor standing alone amidst the dissipating mist. The grand ballroom, once a stage for tragedy, now basked in an eerie calm. The curse that bound the souls to their spectral dance had been broken, and the mansion's haunted past seemed to fade into a distant memory. Eleanor, now free from the spectral embrace, exited the ballroom with a heavy heart. The echoes of the past lingered in the air, but they were no longer cries of anguish. Instead, they whispered a quiet gratitude. The grand piano stood silent, its keys untouched, and the ballroom, once a stage for haunting spectacles, embraced a newfound tranquility. Eleanor emerged from Harrison House, forever changed by the spectral symphony, the haunting melodies echoing in her memory as a testament to the power of music to transcend the boundaries between the living and the dead. Story 3: The Mirror's Malevolence. In the master bedroom of Harrison House, an antique mirror held an ominous secret that beckoned the curious gaze of Sebastian, a skeptical journalist. Intrigued by local legends, he sought to unravel the mysteries veiled within its reflective surface. As he stared into the mirror, an unsettling chill crawled up his spine. The room seemed to warp, and the reflection revealed a bygone era, a ghastly scene of a murder most foul. Shocked, Sebastian dismissed it as a figment of his imagination, until the mirror's malevolence intensified. Each night, the mirror unraveled a new chapter of horror, each tale more gruesome than the last. Sebastian, tormented by spectral visions, questioned his sanity as the boundaries between reality and nightmare blurred. Desperate for answers, he delved into the mansion's history, uncovering a dark secret of a malevolent force bound to the mirror. In a climactic confrontation, the mirror unleashed its spectral wrath, dragging Sebastian into a nightmarish realm where the echoes of past atrocities manifested in grotesque forms. The journalist, realizing the mirror fed on the fear of its victims, mustered the courage to defy its malevolence. With an incantation learned from the mansion's archives, Sebastian shattered the mirror's sinister hold. As the shards scattered, the haunted reflections dissipated, leaving Harrison House in an eerie calm. Sebastian, haunted by the harrowing ordeal, emerged with a newfound respect for the echoes of the past, their lingering whispers now silenced by his triumphant defiance. Sebastian, the intrepid journalist, found himself ensnared in the malevolent grasp of Harrison House's haunted mirror. Night after night, he confronted gruesome visions that transcended the boundaries of time, each revelation more chilling than the last. The mirror, a gateway to a sinister past, seemed to revel in his torment. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, Sebastian delved deeper into the mansion's archives, uncovering the grim history of the malevolent mirror. Legend spoke of a dark force bound to its reflective surface, a force that fed on the fear and despair of those who dared to peer into its depths. As Sebastian confronted the mirror's malevolence, the spectral manifestations grew more corporeal. Ghastly figures emerged, clawing at the edges of reality, their tortured faces a testament to the mirror's insidious power. The journalist, haunted by the relentless nightmares, teetered on the edge of madness. In a desperate bid to break the mirror's hold, Sebastian sought counsel from an enigmatic occultist who dwelled in the shadows of forgotten lore. The occultist, his eyes veiled in ancient wisdom, imparted a harrowing truth: the mirror thrived on the psychological torment of its victims and could only be vanquished by confronting the darkest recesses of their fears. Armed with newfound knowledge, Sebastian stood before the malevolent mirror, its surface rippling with ominous energy. As the visions unfolded, he resisted the suffocating fear that threatened to consume him. With each confrontation, the mirror's power waned, and the spectral apparitions retreated into the shadows. In a climactic moment of defiance, Sebastian uttered an incantation learned from the occultist, shattering the mirror's malevolence. The haunted reflections dissipated, leaving the journalist standing in the now silent master bedroom. Harrison House, once a realm of spectral malevolence, now bore witness to a newfound tranquility. Sebastian, haunted by the ordeal, emerged from the mansion with a profound understanding of the echoes that lingered within its walls. The malevolent mirror, shattered and scattered, became a mere relic of the past. The journalist, forever changed by the confrontation with the spectral malevolence, left Harrison House with a chilling awareness that some echoes, once awakened, could only be silenced through the brave confrontation of the darkest corners of the human soul.